Man, these composite ones, there's some definite issues with it. So I'm just going to continue to record videos and have you follow the videos that I do. So it's not going to match up identically with what they have, but I'm going to show you some techniques that are a little bit more freeform that'll make things better. So to begin with, we can actually start with what they're doing with doing multiply. With multiply, I just pressed Command plus a couple times, and I'm using the space bar to change this from whatever tool I have to the hand. And then when I click with my mouse, it actually drags this around a little bit. I just want to see the shoulder and I want to see the tattoo. So by changing this from normal to multiply, notice what it does to how it blends into the skin a little bit better. So if I go here to multiply, it just looks a little bit more natural, but definitely this part's off and we can still make this a little better. I'm going to drop the opacity of this to about 80%. So it starts to blend in with the skin a little bit. And then I'm going to click next and I'm going to mask this out. But I want to show you a way to do it that I think this isn't really the best technique that they're showing you. I think this is going to be a little bit better. I'm going to turn off the tattoo for a minute. I'm going to click on the model photo and I'm going to come over here to the quick select tool. So that's right up here. It might say object select. So hold your mouse button down, do quick select. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap. I don't want the brush to be outside of her shoulder. I want it to be on the inside. And I'm just going to tap. Ooh, that's messed up. Command Z. There we go. I want to go a little bit further inside her back. If you noticed before, there was a little bit of a selection outside. And then I'm going to come over to this side and I'm going to tap right about here. Now, one of the things that it did is it actually selected her shirt strap. So I want to subtract that. So I'm going to come up here to this tool right here. This is adding to your selection. I'm going to subtract. So I'm going to choose this one. I'm going to make my brush smaller by pressing the left square bracket on the keyboard. That's right. That's to the right of your letter P. And I'm going to tap it several times so that it is small enough to get inside of this strap. And I'm going to tap the strap once. Then I'm going to come down, making sure I don't get into the skin, but I stay right in the middle of the strap. And I'm going to tap it again, come down a little bit further, tap it again, tap it again, tap it again, tap it again, and one last time. So that now it's got that entire thing. If I happen to have gone too far out, what you can do is you can go back to the add and tap back onto that. So I got erased that. But if it's really messed up, let me know and I'll show you how to fix it. All right, so once I have all that selected, now I'm going to go to the tattoo layer and I'm going to put a mask on. So down here at the bottom, there's a little mask button and it masks the entire thing. Now, one of the things that I can do is I'm going to drop the opacity a little bit more just so it looks like it's a little bit more aged. And then on the tattoo, just to fade it out a little bit more around her shoulder, on this, I'm going to choose the brush. I'm going to make my opacity lower. I'm going to put it about 25% or so. And then right along this edge, I'm not going too far into her shoulder. I'm not too far away, but I'm just kind of partially in. I'm just tapping a few times along that edge to fade it in. I can also go and make the brush bigger. So I'm going to press the right square bracket. That's on the same row as the letter P, but it's not the left bracket. It's the one that's one more button over. And I'm going to tap and make it a little bit bigger. So it's about 600. And now I'm just going to get, actually, I'm going to go a little bit smaller, probably 500. And I'm going to surround this so I can get the flower and the edge of the snake on this right-hand side. And I'm just going to tap once. Ooh, don't like that. Command Z, undo. Let's drop the opacity down to like 9. There we go. That's a little bit better. So I just tapped once. And what that does is it fades the tattoo out just a little bit. And now when you press Command 0, it'll zoom all the way out. And I think that looks a bit more realistic. And it was a little bit quicker. I know it took me a while to explain it, but it's a little bit quicker than what they had, especially in cleaning up the edge there. So take that one, save it, and move on to the next one.